Originally, this was going to be a double feature deal and knock it out the park, but I figured since I saw both of these films yesterday, I might as well make two different videos because they're going to be long. So we got Avatar: The Way of Water. If you haven't seen it, don't watch this. But if you have and you just want to hate watch because you got nothing else better to do, get that lube out, get some tissues, what the fuck ever, and kick back and have fun. So, finished watching Avatar: The Way of Water. Here's my thoughts. This is so good. I saw it twice. Worth the money. I like how James Cameron chose Quaritch's death twice to discern folks of any confusion from the trailer. That trailer was misleading as fuck. Because it was like, oh man, Jake's got a military haircut again. I thought so too. Like, nope. He explores family, whaling, deforestation, xenophobia, spirituality, and religion and terraforming. Yeah. He ain't afraid to tackle heavy subjects. He's really not. If he did a film on slavery, that bitch would be at least. It would make Roots seem weak. It really would. If he did that, it would make Roots look like a play at the fight at the playground. I bet. I would bet good money on that shit. Oh man. I'm gonna have to buy the graphic novel which ties into this. Yeah, because there's a novel that ties into the first year, or no, actually the first. Yeah, there's a minute of footage. I think it's at the beginning, and it ties into that because it got cut from the film, but he decided to adapt it as a comic instead. That's smart. Oh my. I kind of wish the final battle had been bigger, but it was a rehash of the previous film, only more involved. Yep. That's one. Yeah, the final fight was cool as shit, but it does have a lot of comparisons to the original. Yeah. But it was still cool as fuck. Like, oh my god. Mm-mm. The. Oh my. Oh, now I'm gonna fuck this shit up. The Awa Altu villagers are Maori homages, though that applies to all denizens of Pandora. Almost said Pantera. All denizens of Pantera. Love that band. Miss Dimebag. So yeah, the Maori homages. It's the facial tattoos and literally the whole Navi denizens, all of them. With the how their bodies are tattooed and stuff and painted. Yeah, definitely. Goes without saying. Top pillar 3D D box experience. Yes. 3D D box has made a return to my theater. Ooh, fuck. And this was 3D HDR D box at that high dynamic range. You don't know what that is? That is regular shit is like HDR is like done. It was fast paced. Holy shit. And man, I almost cried. I almost fucking cried because I have not done D Box 3D since Cars 3. And that was 5 years ago. That's how long my theater hasn't had 3D D Box shows. Always had 3D and D Box, but never combined. So this is the first time it's been coming back. Oh, God, I hope they have it for Across the Spider-Verse. Fuck. Mm. I'm gonna come if they do that shit. Oh god. What's the point of the eclipse? I don't know. I do wonder about Kitty's connection to Awa and who her father is. Who's her father? Mr. T. Oh god. Would have been nice to see Quaritch tame his ride. Yes, the monster banshees. Yeah. Would have been nice to see that, but oh well. Wonder if there's more lore about Three Brothers Rock. Yeah, I do wonder. Like, there's so many questions. There's a lot of questions in this review. The Outcast Tolkien's origins are fascinating and the most underrated aspect in this film. I love that James included the animals in this shit. There's backstory on the fucking animals. Fuck. You don't see that shit. Oh my god. Wonder why Curie had a seizure after asking about her father's identity. That was interesting. She had a seizure over that shit. Who's my father? I. Well, now I don't have to ask about my dad. Might have a seizure. Fuck. Wonder what the Tolkien's migration is like. I hope that's in the extended cut. There's gonna be an extended cut. The way this was presented, there's more. Well, there's so much more. Oh, wonder if there's more on Natim. Fuck. Natium and Loka's sibling differences. Because there really wasn't a whole lot presented in this. Like, there's no, like, sibling rivalry, honestly. Not a whole lot. Wonder what and where the next sequel will take place on Pandora. Yeah, what's going to take place and where. Because, ooh, man. You can easily compare this to Aliens, Titanic, and Alien 3 since he worked on 2 of them. Also, this rivals Alien's director's cut. Yes, it rivals it easily. Easy rival for it. Does it outdo Titanic? Yeah, I guess you could say that too. You really could. I mean, but it outdoes Alien's director's cut and rivals it at the same time. Because that's the one thing I thought about when I was talking to a friend of mine on Twitter about this. Like, yeah, it rivals the director's cut for that. And he's like, wow, it's that good. Because they're 2 different genres. Well, same genre, but different eras and different layouts. But when you look at Aliens, that's an 80s action flick, whereas Avatar: Way of Water is action, but more story driven than just, action and shit. And oh god, the pace is so good. It is 3 hours long. Oh man. Because some of them films, like, it'll be billed at like a certain time, and then they'll be like, you get to the credits, and the credits are like a chunk of the damn time. Like, I can't remember what the hell I watched. It was like 21 minutes of credits. Something recently. I was like, really? 21 minutes of credits? Fuck that. I ain't sitting through 21 minutes of credits. Fuck that. Give that to the movie. Huh. Ugh. An Alien 3's comparison came from, no, not Alien 3. Oh, you fucking retard. I was thinking Alien Resurrection, not 3. I wrote 3 because I was thinking of that. But I meant Resurrection. That's what I meant. Yeah, because of the underwater sequences. Oh. They're so good. Fuck. Oh, man. So fucking good. Wonder why Spider saved Quaritch in the end. That was weird. It seems odd. Plus, why didn't Jake just snap his neck after choking him out? I would have. Seriously, they had a bitchin' fight, and he chokes him out, but he doesn't kill him. I'm like, dude, snap his fucking neck. Dead motherfucker. He can't come back. I will say the final fight is much more involved, taking the less is more strategic approach. Yeah, definitely. Like, it was a good fight, but a rehash, but still good. I'm willing to bet Scoresby's death was having his body split in half by the cable. Oh, yeah. Like, he loses his arm and dies, but honestly, the way that cable was positioned, that was going to be a full body slice. Oh, yeah. And they probably had him cut it. It's like, son of a bitch. And it was funny because one of the Fox executives actually came into Cameron's office and asked him to cut more footage, and Cameron told him to get the fuck out of his office. I'm like, damn, stood your fucking ground. Love that. Ah, that's beautiful. We need you to cut more film. This is too long. Get the fuck out of my office. Lots of foreshadowing in the beginning too. Oh yes. Um, it foreshadows Natum's death and where he died, how he died too. That was the funniest part. I'm like, really? Could you be any more blatant? Interesting how Natiri's eyes turns phosphorus green when enraged. Yes, that's very intriguing. I didn't notice that until the second time. I was like, "Ooh, that's intriguing." Kiri's ability to communicate with Awa makes her seem autistic. Like the way she carries herself is so autistic. Like she's just lost in her own little world and connected to Awa, and it's interesting and it's so beautiful. How did Spider's oxygen never run out? Like, how? 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 This motherfucker's wearing a mask the entire fucking film, just about. And he's got this, like. Yeah, that'll work. Fuck it, come here. It's like the size of my jug, but square. And it's no bigger than a laptop. I'm like, how the fuck is he not empty? Like, he should be like. Nope. Oh no, he does have it all for a little bit. Avatar 2 is a visual masterpiece that makes MCU's CGI Cumfest look weak. Facts. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong, I love CBMs, but Marvel tries too hard lately. Way too fucking hard. James is about storytelling while Marvel is about pandering to kids. And as Anthony Mackie said, kids and China. So sad. Oh man. Like I love Marvel films, but sometimes lately, they've been so kid gloves. Oh my god, they're so kid gloves. Jesus Christ. The amount of detail for the Sea Tribe of Pandora is mind blowing. Holy shit. It's very basic, but since it's James Cameron, it's so detailed. Like you have an established language. You have, well, two languages. You have native Navi and English, and also sign language. You have basic beach houses or huts, I should say huts. Yeah. Um, I mean they're a water tribe. It's fucking beautiful. It's like Jamaican beaches and shit. And it's so beautiful. And I can't get over how good this shit is. Fuck. The wildlife is spectacular and beyond realistic. Jesus Christ. I actually want to see a Pandora cookbook. I'm serious. Fuck. Oh my god. And going back to the whaling shit, like what he did with the whaling in this was kid gloves. That's just a small fraction of what whaling is really like. Holy fuck. Like he showcases it, but really holds back. And I'd be willing to bet in the extended cut they do a lot more. Maybe, but we'll find out. Was this worth the 13-year wait? Definitely. Easily worth it. He played the smart man's game because if he had gone up against CBM's last decade, he would have been burned out halfway through. Yeah, if he'd have kept to the Fox schedule, which he didn't even agree to, um, the next sequel was due out in 2014. Oh my god. He would have been burned out trying to keep up. And he probably would have quit completely, just quit filmmaking, but nah. Well, should Kirich have come back? I don't know. I mean, he dies in the first one, and then he comes back as a Na'vi. It's interesting, and I do like Na'vi Kira. She's very intriguing. It's a new dynamic to explore. But I think he should have just stayed dead. And it would have been interesting for him to just, there should have been like a new enemy to fight and shit. But oh well. Huh. Who's MVP? Ugh, this was a hard one actually, because I had so many to go through. Oh my god. But it's a tie between the Tiri and the Outcast Tolkien. Yeah. The whale competes with the Tiri. That's so cool. Oh god, this film actually felt like the extended cut just for its length and everything presented easily. Like it was so, oh man, it was heavy. So heavy. And the first time I watched it, no bathroom breaks. Second time I watched it, had the shit and piss. But I held it till, what was that? I think about just above the 2 hour mark. Yeah. So that wasn't too bad. But yeah, and D-Box for this. Oh, can't stress it enough. D-Box for this is too good. You cannot miss this in D-Box. You can't. Or 40X or whatever the hell you got. But oh man, fucking D-Box. I wished I'd seen the first Avatar in D-Box. Damn. Anyway. This film actually, oh yeah, there. Props for naming locations. That's super important. Yes. Oh god. Because the one thing I hate more than anything in the film, if there's location shown, and they just give you like a cityscape shot, I'm like, what the fuck's it called? Where's it at? I need to know these things. It's important. If I don't know what it is, I'm like, eh. Would have been nice to see more of Bridgehead City and the other tribes explored. Yeah, for real. Like it seemed like there was more for Bridgehead City and the other tribes as well, because they introduced two other villages, but that was it. So I'm guessing there was more with the aquatic area and the city, but I'm just speculating, but it might have been. And if it doesn't get explored in the extended cut, then it'll probably be done in the comics, so that's even cooler. Is this better than the original? That's a hard one. Like comparing extended collector's cut to this, that's really hard. But yeah, this one's actually better than its predecessor. Way better. It's almost like going back to 2009. It's like it just came out the next day, because that's how it follows up. I'm like, wow, this is really good. But wow. I'm enamored by this film. It was so fucking good. Holy Christ. Whew. Mm-mm. Definitely excited for the sequel, no matter how long it takes. I don't give a fuck. I'm waiting. Shit. I'll be here 2035. Like, hey, everybody. Just saw Avatar 3. Woo! Yeah. Oh, God. Because if it was every 13 years, that'd be funny as shit. God. Let's see here. It feels like a return to proper cinema for a change. Yes. It does. It feels like a breath of fresh air, to be honest, versus last decade. Because last decade, like I've mentioned numerous times, CBMs. Whereas this feels like a massive reset for cinema in the 20s. And I like that. It's so nice. I mean, if you were to compare what came out, do 100 years ago, check it right now. See here. Uh, what movie came out in 1922 that was popular?
According to IMDb, Nosferatu. Vampire Count Orlick expresses interest in a new residence in real estate agent Hutter's wife.
There we go. So, Nosferatu versus Avatar, The Way of Water. There you go. So there's your two popular films going comparing 100 years difference. 100 years. Think about that. Filmmaking has evolved over an entire century from Nosferatu to Avatar. Ain't that amazing? But which is better? Because if you take away Nosferatu, Avatar don't exist. That's a true story. But yeah, it's crazy. And it's shit. It's a game changer too. Nosferatu was a game changer for the vampire genre. Avatar is a game changer for storytelling genre and just what you can do when you utilize CGI and Weta properly versus how comics do it. But definitely need the art book. I need that art book. Oh God, I hope I get it for Christmas. How did Grace come back as Navi and pregnant too? I don't know. There's so many questions, and hopefully they'll be answered down the road in the films or comics. But how did she come back though? Where did she come back? When did she come back? Why did she come back? Join me tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, and we'll solve this shit somehow. Oh, Christ. I miss that series. I miss Robert Stack. I do like how it was a son for a son. Yeah. Shame the Tam died so Spider would come back. That's a bitch. Also like Spider's dreads too. They were fucking sick. Will Spider go back to Quaritch or vice versa? Who knows? Where did Quaritch go to? I don't know. BK? Dunkin' Donuts? Panera? Wawa? Shit. Would have been nice to see Quaritch's crew taking the mountain banshees. Yeah, that would have been good to see. And I love their tattoos. Holy shit, their tattoos were good. Also love how the Tree of Life is under the sea. That was cool. And I'm anxious to see where all the trees of life, since there's different versions, I'm anxious to see what each one looks like. Yeah. I wonder if the next location is going to be the desert of Pandora and what each tree looks like by location. Why did I say desert? Because Curie was enamored by the sand in the Sea Tribe. Like there's a one scene where she's literally just underwater, well, yeah, partially submerged, and just staring at the sand. I'm like, maybe desert. I don't know. And the way Neytiri got feral and enraged after losing her son and rescuing her daughters, and her eyes turned phosphorus green, I'm wondering if the next tribe is going to be feral Navi. Yeah, the way she raged makes you wonder if there's a feral tribe. That'd be cool. Also, how many colors of Navi are there too? I'd love to see that. Plus, where Jake's gonna travel to next and the fate of the forest tribes. Because he's no longer tribe leader. He passed that down. Is Curie Iwa in Navi form? I don't know. She's Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Overall, a solid 11 out of 10, despite feeling like a 7 out of 10. Yeah. Like, it's perfect, but that rehash battle kind of kills it, but not too much. Yeah, all the characters are great. I had a wonderful time seeing that twice. And also saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever with that. So, next video, Black Panther. Stay tuned.